amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Water.
It's motorsport, but not as you know it. Test yourself and your everyday road car. Safe, affordable, but most of all, fun. And all you need is your daily driver. Experience the thrill of a sprint day. Race against the clock at a hill climb. Or test your reflexes with an auto test. It takes just 3 simple steps to get started. Get on the start line. Search Motorsport Australia Daily Driver today.
Fishies in a row. They're here to make a point and to do Eddie proud. They fan out in the background as they come down to turn 1 for the first time. It all looks pretty good, 2 by 2. We'll stop the camera here. Oh, Eddie would be proud, mate. That was awesome run around turn 1. But, oi! Contact with the fishies!
He's made it through. It doesn't look like Angus has made it, but Thomas Freeman's made it through, and Angus is going to suffer the crowd coming through there to be able to turn his car around. Woo.
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend, I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
ride with Shannon.
Call 134646 for a quote.
And they are off. It was a good start from Dylan De Bono. I think Phil Vella got a great start there in the background as well. You can see already cars going 5, 6 wide as they're trying to find any semblance of space. They come into T1. So far we've got 2, 3 wide as they snake down. It's Michael Culture that's got around Dylan De Bono. A couple of cars going wide there. Was that a bit of contact in the back? Scott Pocock caught up in that, I think, there, buddy. But it's Michael Cullajar's got past, so Dylan...
light is coming out and we're about to get going, and we have a green light and a very slow start for the 86s, but they are moving out there on the grid. It would be very interesting to see exactly which driver can capitalise on this first lap. Just go through the grid. Looks like Jamie Christensen had a really awesome start to get ahead of Dylan De Bono, and Doug Gowage also jumped his teammate as well, so unfortunately Dylan stalled the car a little bit more than what he preferred. But
Weekend in, weekend out, Motorsport Australia officials are making waves. From waving flags, waving cars through pit lane, or responding to a wave for help. Wave hello to new lifelong friends. Who knows, you might just make waves around the world. Ride the first wave. Search Motorsport Australia officials today.
Still great classes of car, and if you are able to, if you're coming up the ranks on iRacing through the licenses, it's a fantastic sort of laneway into prototype driving, going from that GT3 up through the prototype classes. As the safety car pulls in and we get ready to go green as we come up towards the line. Edwards, Hasler, who's going to get the jump down to turn 1, or will any of the fishies, any of the piranhas in behind them, assault them down towards
green and they're off.
First lap. Let's go here.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's.
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanek and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't, which is fair enough. Very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if we get a good run. Dodd's just absolute thinker, but it is a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to the SRW TV Shannon's GR86 Nationals live from Phoenix Road Circuit. It is 2.38 kilometres in length, obviously in the city of Phoenix. I am James Parfit. I'm going to be joined by Steve Sinkovic here this evening as we see how the drivers get on at this very tricky racetrack. Why is it tricky? Well, it's tricky partly because the GR86s like to go round when you apply the throttle too quick, and with the infield being as slippery as it is, it's going to cause some problems. So they're going to have to battle out and deal with that one. Let's bring you up the standings after round one at Long Beach. It is Stephanie Piccoli leading the point standing in the AMS. She's on 74 points with Carl Gretsch on 72. Then you've got Kevin Wakefield, Greg Johnston, Shane Nowens, Martin Walker, Brad Anderson, Josh King, Brendan Soper, Phil Buckland and Ben Simpson in the AMS there. In the Pro-Ams at the moment, it is currently Ty Delaney leading the field on 164 points. He's only got 100. He's ahead of Mark Turner by 28. Mark's on 136. Then you got Mitch Noble, Mark Cochran, Cam Hardwick, Jordan Ferguson, Dean Sinkovic, Jack Anderson, Matt Feely, Wayne Edwards, Ryan Price and Tyler Sheaf. In the pro standings at the moment, it is Ben Faulkner out in front of 180 points. He got a 3 out of 3 last time out at Long Beach. Dan Byrne in second with Dan Batouche in third. Jamie Davis in fourth. Shane Ratcliffe in fifth. Sam Katakazunis in sixth, and then you got Doug Gowans, David Gallo, Callum Hodgkinson and Joshua Houghton. Let's bring Steve into the booth as we have entered into qualifying. Steve, welcome in, buddy. How are you?
Super pumped, mate, super pumped. I thought I'd be missing it a bit more than I am, but it's still early days, I guess. It's only round 2, so I've only missed 2 races, but I know this is going to be a tricky track, but geez, I love the tricky tracks. It just brings the level down a bit to a bit more even, a bit more carnage, a bit closer racing, and I'm super pumped, looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I think going forward they're going to be having a very interesting situation to try and deal with. I think that's the thing for this one. The track itself is such a tricky track. It's got that tricky infield section as well, and there's a lot for them to contend with. They're going to be slipping and sliding. I've been sat watching practice. Quite a few of them have been doing more pirouettes than a ballerina at Swan Lake. It's been absolutely insane at the moment, as you can see here with Dylan De Bono. Dylan's back this week as well. He's on his way round turn 11. Then we got the full NASCAR oval all the way round, and then we drop into turn 1, kind of like the way Daytona goes, coming off that turn 1, dropping down into the infield section. What are we expecting here though, Steve? What do we think is going to happen? Who's going to come out on top? Dylan De Bono's back this week as well. Could be an interesting one here for all of them.
Yeah, look, De Bono's back, but Ben's got the night off tonight. He's busy tonight, so he can't race tonight. So he did set a cracking pace last week, and I watched back some of his moves onto that first left-hander at Long Beach, and man, he did some 2 killer passes, mate. It was unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to it. And the grid is super, super full. I can't even tell you how many it's got because my PC hasn't caught up to it. I've actually literally got to scroll into the timing link to get up and down the field. So it is a massive field, over 35 cars, I think.
Yeah, we've got, I think there's 36 as a rounded out figure to get this done, and I think they're going to have an interesting battle on their hands. We have got the 20-minute sprint, then the 40-minute feature here for these guys to contend with, and as we said last time out, Faulkner was absolutely dominant in the pros. He took 3 out of 3 all the way through, just literally cleaned up. In the Pro-Ams, Delaney was the winner in race 1, second in race 2, and he won race 3, so that's why he's at the top. Piccoli in the AMS won round race 2. but then didn't feature in the podium for the race 1 and race 3, but yet still leads the championship. And I think when we talk about consistency, Steve, I think Stephanie's showing us that you don't have to win every race to be top of the standings.
No, not at all. She had an absolute pearl to come away at the top of the pops I just realised my microphone was the other side of my desk. Top of the pops for the final of the night. It was sensational by her. Good on her. It's good to see her up there and showing these boys that she's got some pace, and she had a cracker of a night.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Great job leading the championship. Now, we've got to make sure it will last. We'll see how they get on and whether or not Stephanie can deliver it once more. We can see on the left-hand side in the pros at the moment, it is Jackson Pringle leading the way there with Ty Delaney in the Pro-Ams and Carl Gretsch in the AMs. Of course, Carl sitting in second place there, so great job from him. It's going to be very, very exciting. We are into quali at the moment. Jack Anderson is there. He's got some greens on the board at the moment. Dylan De Bono has not improved. Cam Hardwick sitting down in 6th place at the moment in the Pro-Ams. He's got some greens on the sectors number 1. Let's see if he will improve. He has gone into, he's 6th in Pro-Ams overall. So let's see how he gets on. But I think the circuit itself, Steve, this is very, very interesting track choice. It's not a track choice that you see in officials. It's not really a track choice that you see, anywhere, to be blatantly honest. I've never seen anybody go to this circuit. Why here, Steve? Why are we at Phoenix Roval?
Well, we're doing a trek across the US of A, so we're going from the left all the way to the right, or the right or the left, whichever way it is. And the boys decided they'll have a crack at it. And I said, look, I'll leave it up to you guys, because I usually pick it with one of the other owners. But we sort of opened it up the last few seasons to the admins and let them go into it. They spend more time in these cars than I do, and they thought that would be a fun track, so go for it.
Well, there we go. I can actually make a correction on how many people we've got in the session at the moment. I'm counting 40. So there we go. Sheepy's in YouTube chat. Hopefully I fixed my trading paint. For some reason it has removed all my paints. Oh, well, there you go. That's not a good idea. As long as you've got the Velocity SimLab, Steve, I think that's the... as long as he's in that paint, then that's what we're showing Sheepy as well.
Yes, correct.
31 cars at the moment have set a lap time. I'll be interested to see how everybody else does. Stephanie's out on the circuit as well, leading the way in the AMs. Consistency was the key for Stephanie Piccoli last week, and she's done an absolutely stellar job there and has taken that lead in the AMs. Can she hold the lead? That's going to be the question for everybody, I think, Steve, as well. Carries on the consistency that she had last week in Long Beach. There's no reason she can't, right?
Oh no, she's got to just focus on that mentality of just trying to keep clean and try to stay up, try to finish up in the top 5 or 10 of her class, and then she's good to go. I'll give you a hot tip. There's a young fella out there, 043 Josh Horton. So he's raced to us. Josh Horton's raced before. He's going to be very fast tonight as well. There's another one. Where is he? I'm looking for him. Car 52, Dylan Gray, same team. A very fast young fella in his car, and in the past he's done extremely well in it. And he's just come back to SRW after a 12-month holiday. So I can already see from my side of things, the Minion cars are already doing a bit of drafting down the straights and trying to perfect that. I'm really hoping that my SRW team boys are trying to do the same thing, because they're going to need it. It's going to be important down these tracks if they're near each other. Yeah,
absolutely. You can see they're dropping off what looks like the pit lane exit to go round to that infield as well. It's going to be a very interesting way of this race circuit. Track temp 46 degrees centigrade at the moment as well, so it's a little bit toasty for them out there. And as you can see on board here with Shane Ratcliffe, as we're heading round the long looping right-hander of turns 7 and 8, he's got to be looking to try and make sure he stays off that curb on the exit. He can take a little bit, but don't ride it all. He's then coming into that turn 11 where it's going to be hard on the brakes. It's almost coming back, literally coming back on yourself before you start the run around the, as you can see there, Shane getting a big old slide on, and unfortunately not doing that in a great way. I think that's what they're going to get here, Steve, with this, the makeup of this circuit. I think they're going to get sliding. They're going to get consistent. Well, basically, if they apply the throttle too fast, they're going to come out snaking out the corner.
Yeah, that inside is pretty tight. It is very tight. You come into there. The boys, where they're going right through the S's now, if you don't tackle it right, you're going to get rear end drift, especially under brakes at the end of it. To get that right approach onto the main part of the track on the outside edge, it's going to be key, and not this bit here. Really important. And then coming out, making sure you don't tag the wall as you come out and destroy all your efforts on the inside of the track.
Yeah, I think they've got to be mindful of that situation and how they cope with that, of course. Here, it's just going to be, well, just sit back and enjoy it, because I think you are in for an interesting treat. We've had lap times of 1:06 at the moment in quali. There was a brief lap time below that, but I haven't seen it since. Don't forget, the surface on this track as well is asphalt, so it's going to be well, let's just going to put it this way. In the 40-minute race, tyre wear could be an issue, Steve, because of the makeup of the circuit.
100%. It's, if you look, as you just saw Greg just take it around the edge there, it's a little bit too much throttle, and it's all over and over. Just before I forget, tonight we have in the safety car Mr. Greg Leake. Welcome back, Mr. Leakey. And our race controls tonight is led by Thomas Freeman and accompanied by Adam Hughes. So Adam Hughes is back in the box with the boys. We brought an extra RC onto the team this season as well to come back and just fill in for bits and pieces where we need them.
Yeah, it's always good to have people in the RC there as well. How many safety cars do you reckon we're going to get, Steve?
Oh, I tell you what, this corner here we're just on now, that rear end, we're seeing people lose it there. I reckon that's going to be our first cause of a safety car. So I'm tipping at least. I reckon we'll scrape through none in the first heat, but I reckon in the 40-minute we'll get at least 2.
Ooh. Wow.
I think they'll just be a little bit more cautious in the 20-minute one.
You reckon?
Yeah, anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. It's, you know, the 20-minute sprint usually is everybody trying to rush to the front. So I'll be very interested to see whether or not there's any safety cars in the sprint race. Possibly one, I think, maybe in the 40-minute. Hopefully they'll realise that they've got 40 minutes. So therefore they won't be doing as many brash moves as normal. And they will hopefully settle down a little bit. We're coming into the last minute 40 on the race circuit for qualifying. And really at the moment, nobody's making massive gains due to the makeup of how the circuit is. Of course, when you get to this kind of part of the qualifying, you're trying to find that extra 1,000, that extra 10th, and that's not easy to do, especially when you've got lap times as they have down in a minute as 106s, 236s. So I'd be very surprised if there's any further improvements here as well. How's Dean getting on now? Have you spoken to him much this week? Has he come in and said he hates Phoenix? What's the situation with him?
No, he's pretty loose when it comes to this sort of stuff. He doesn't really mind either way. He'll just go out. The biggest thing for Dean will be, has he had enough practice? That's the thing that's going to be for him. Has he had the time to get in there and have a crack? And I think that's a few key elements for the boys down in the AMs and the bottom end of the Pro-Ams as well. They have enough. Whoever's had that extra bit of practice is going to do that a little bit better. I'm happy he has a good run, because I need him to do well, because we'll have the I've got a driver in the pros, I've got a driver in the pro-ams, and then I've got drivers in the AMs too. So I need them all to do really well and work their butts off out there.
Well, let's see what happens into the last 20 seconds of qualifying. This is going to be Dean's last kind of throw at the dice. Does he make an improvement? He does. He goes up into 23rd place. So he bumps himself up at least 3 places there with Shane Nowens in 22nd, the leader of the AMS. Dean's second in the AMS at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that one. That is the end of qualifying. It is done and dusted. No more laps available. Let's bring you up the grid. Dylan De Bono is in first with Joshua Houghton in second, Jackson Pringle in third, Ty Delaney leading the Pro-Ams in fourth with Matt Feely in fifth and Caleb Bellick in sixth. Dan Byrne in 7th, Mark Cochran 8th, Jamie Davis 9th, Shane Ratcliffe 10th, Dylan Gray 11th and Doug Gowans down in 12th place. Moving on from that one, David Gallo in 13th, Sam Katkazunis in 14th, Josh King in 15th, Mark Turner in 16th, Ryan Price 17th, Tyler Schiff gets himself up into 18th place, Dan Batouche, Cam Hardwick and Marty Walker round out the top 21. Shane Nowens leading the AMS with Dean Sinkovic in second, Wayne Edwards in third place there, and then go in 24th, in 25th is Jordan Ferguson, Kyle Gretsch in 26th, Callum Hodgkinson in 27th, Jack Anderson 28th, Vic Bensvalen in 29th, Mitch Noble 30th, then Chris Thompson, Tomlin, Greg Johnston, Phil Buckland, Stephanie Piccoli, Brad Anderson and Thomas Freeman. And then going on further back from that one, Brendan Soper, Adam Hughes, then of course the guys from RC below that one. So great run for everybody. Will we get them all on the race circuit? Well, time will tell very, very shortly, and we'll see what happens here.
Here's a stat for you. Top 21 cars in the qualies were only 1 second apart.
Oof.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
1 second apart for the top 21 cars.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, so this is going to be some very close pace and racing. It's going to have to keep it clean. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to try to just kick their noses out of trouble and try to get off the track straight off and just hope for the best.
Yes, hoping for the best. In other words, you're putting faith in, mate. In other words, you're putting faith in every single other driver. That's the thing for me. Whenever I do races, I generally do NASCAR. I like turning left. It's a lot easier than going left and right, to be fair. And there's always that one person who will go, "Good luck, everyone," and you can guarantee that would be the first one who's going to bin it. And it's never about generally luck, is it? It's all about what other drivers' mentality is. I think for me, that's the thing. It's all about what the drivers are going to do around you. If you're going to make a stupid send and then moan about the fact that you've been in an accident, well, it's kind of on you, isn't it, really?
This is exactly right. Viewers out there, if there's someone you want to watch, someone you're following, please let us know. We have got just under 40 cars on track. So we will be listening and watching what you're saying and trying to keep as many people as possible up to date. We've also got a second cam working as well. So I'll have some window action as well of the drivers on track. So hopefully you guys will enjoy what we're trying to do with the broadcast and try to keep advancing it, improving it, and staying ahead of the Joneses.
Yeah, it's the best way to be. Blackout OPR, says Matty SR in YouTube chat. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, they've changed their name. Yeah, so Blackout OPR, no more crisscross. Hope the boys have changed their SDK in the back end.
No,
SDK, so
I can tell you now they haven't. Right. 4, 5 lanes are going to be going out now. Dylan De Bono gets off the start for race number 1. Josh Howard in second, Jackson Pringle in third, Ty Delaney fourth, and Caleb Bellick sitting down in 5th place. They're coming down into the turn 1 now. Absolutely stellar run from these guys. Who's going to make it through? Is everybody going to make it through further back? They're 3 wide here as well. It comes all the way back on. They're not going to make it through, and unfortunately there was an incident with Wayne Edwards there, and currently Wayne Edwards gone round. Matt Feely is caught up behind it with Brad Anderson as well, but poor old Wayne Edwards facing the wrong way right at the start. But Dylan DeBono leading them away now on the run through the left right of turn 10 before they go into 11. Great start for the guys up front, not so much for the guys behind.
Very close. Very clever, the guys up front. They've already settled straight into the single file. There's not too many that are having a bit of a dive. I can see in the background a few people trying to have a bit of a sniff, but the boys that are out there at the front are already leading out. I think they just got to keep it smooth, don't they?
Yeah.
DeBono is going to be as smooth as a snake on the grass.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be here as he comes over for the beginning of lap number 2, and it is Dylan DeBono out in front, leading the way here with Joshua Houghton and Caleb Bellick. Caleb's up 3 places, putting himself in 3rd. Used to seeing Caleb in the Formula V's, but get to watch him in the GR86s and see how he gets on here. And well, I can tell you now, Josh King's been off the race circuit, Phil Buckland's had an incident, Shane Nowen's had a problem, Carl Gretsch has been off as well, Mark Cochran's had an incident, and Wayne Edwards. So they're the main punters beginning right there as well. Adam Hughes, Sam Katkazunis, Matt Feely and Greg Johnson jumped to the pits before we've even gone anywhere. So yeah, a lot going on already here, Steve, but we've got literally 18 minutes remaining, and battles as always throughout the field.
Oh, I know, and if you look at the timing tower, it is as close as we expected it to be. Everything is orange and yellow all the way through. You're looking 20. These top 5 guys have got 2 tenths, 4 tenths, 2 tenths, 4 tenths all the way through, and it just keeps going like that all the way down the field. There is no room for error. Anyone has a spin here, they're going to lose 15 to 20 spots easily.
Yeah, there's a nice little battle going down in 12th place overall with Mark Turner, Ryan Price, Dan Battus, David Gallo and Cam Hardwick. We can bring you up that one on the second screen that we've got going on at the moment. And as you can see, there it is down in the bottom right-hand corner. So we can enjoy both actions at the same time, and you can look at both battles going on there. Dylan DeBono is still out in front, Caleb Bellick there as well. Ty Delaney's on the inside for Fishy Motorsports. Got Dan Byrne behind him from Carlin's, chasing him down here as best as he can. Jamie Davis is in the mix once more. Dylan Gray's there. He's still battling away. There's just no room. Dylan DeBono's gone wide. Caleb Bellick's got up the inside of turn 11. Now we've got this NASCAR run off the circuit. It's going to be a straight sprint all the way round the left-hander, and it goes on for ages here as well before they dive off onto what is the pit lane exit. Practically, there's the pit lane entrance. They come off the exit very, very shortly. They're still going to try and go 3 wide. Joshua Houghton's got his nose up the inside of DeBono. On the pit lane exit, they go round turn 1 now, into turn 2. The left-hander Bellick's going to come out in front. DeBono's going to hang on to second. He's not going to let that outside line go. He's still battling away side by side now on the run through turn 5. Caleb Bellick in the green. Dylan DeBono in that Velocity SimLab machine, still trying to get past him. Bellick comes through out in top. That was a great half a lap battle.
Oh, it's not over. It's not over at all. The boys are still going hell for leather, and it was amazing how much Josh Horton caught up to that little bit of a group as they're coming through. But Jay Pringle is swapped places with him now. But these guys aren't finished.
No, they're definitely not. Onto that same part where Dylan ran a little bit wide. That allowed Caleb Bellick to get up in front. Caleb opens the door, or opens the steering wheel up, cuts off Dylan DeBono's nose there as well. Jamie Davis is having a battle there. We'll see if we can bring that one up in the bottom right-hand corner very, very shortly. But Jamie Davis, Ty Delaney, Dan Byrne still fighting out with Shane Ratcliffe battling away. And as you can see, coming through, Caleb Bellick still into that turn 1 with Dylan DeBono, with Jackson Pringle, with Josh Houghton. It's action all the way through there, and it's battling all the way through the field. It is just literally going off. We've got, well, we're not even sure where to point the camera at the moment. Shane Ratcliffe looks like he's had a moment with Dylan Gray, has also had a bit of a problem. We can't even look back because they're side by side again through turns 7 and 8. DeBono's on the outside. He's being pushed out by Jackson Pringle and Josh Houghton as they're muscling him through there as well. Dylan DeBono's lost not one. Is he going to lose 2 places? No, he's got the... Yeah, he's got the inside line though, that's the thing, isn't it?
Oh, mate, I'm sorry, mate, but you just keep rocking it. I'll just try to fill in a space when you're catching your breath, because this is immense action all the way through. There is not a second that you can stop, and the boys have panned it out a little bit now, but I'm sure as soon as they get under brakes at the end of this corner, they're going to dive in underneath each other again.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the gap on the left-hand side. It's 2.7 seconds between first and Sam Katagazunis all the way down here in ninth. It's action all the way through. Oh, no! Houghton's gone round! Oh, no, that was Jackson Pringle. Sorry, Jackson Pringle's gone round.
Yes, he has, yeah.
Coming down into turn one, he's got that inside line. Bellick's as far out, he's giving him room. Bellick's trying to take the corner, a brief little bit of contact, and unfortunately for Jackson Pringle, he's going down the order faster than an elevator with no brakes at the moment. He's dropping all the way down to 22nd place. Oh, that was just absolutely insane. But has the battle finished? Absolutely not. Bellick, De Bono, Davis, Houghton, Delaney, Burns in there. Looks like Houghton's having a blink. We will stay off Houghton at the moment because I don't want that to affect what we're looking at currently as well. But even down in Shane Ratcliffe, mate.
Jack Anderson, I've got on screen for you, and the boys have got 4 cars fighting like crazy. They're keeping on top of each other like you would not believe. They're just coming around to the main straight and they're going crazy.
Yeah, you can see in the bottom right corner they're still fighting out. This is down, all the way down with Jack Anderson, Josh King, Dylan Gray's in there, Shane Ratcliffe is just ahead as well. So a lot happening. There's somebody in the wall. Who is that in the wall? I've got a feeling, oh, when we stopped, I think Ben Simpson may have been in the wall in that corner.
Been called.
Safety car?
Yep, safety car has just been called.
Oh, man.
Yep, 7 minutes to it. And you know what? All this time, I didn't realise that picture-in-picture was on my left screen, and I couldn't see it on your screen. Taylor Ballack is looking like his car's a bit worse for wear.
Yeah, he's been a little bit side by side with Jackson Pringle, isn't he? So, unfortunately for Caleb, he's, well, I don't think the damage is really affecting anything that Caleb's doing. I've got to be honest there. He's into the pits, mind you. I suppose while you've got a safety car now is a good time to come in and get any damage repaired there. Laura Anderson of YouTube chat, good luck, SRW boys. Awesome foursome, she says. Well, there we go.
There is a few of them out there. This is we've got a few new drivers at the moment, and hopefully announce another really fast driver in the next couple of days too. So should be really interesting. I'm starting to expand our SRW team.
Yeah, there is Josh King, of course. He's gone round as well. That looks like Dean's down on the grass there. If that looked like Dean, if I'm not mistaken. I know Ben Simpson's had a moment. We'll try and catch up with everything on the action side of things that's taken place here. So he's gone round as well. So who was that in the wall? So there's Dean. So there's Ben. He's just taking that one very slowly.
Yeah. Ben is still learning. He's trying to work things out again. What's Dean gone into the pits there, has he?
I don't really know. He just kind of went slow. It was like he had some form of issue. Caleb Ballett's come back out in 25th place, but obviously he has gone into the pits. That's Dylan De Bono there with Jamie Davis, Josh Houghton and Ty Delaney on your screen at the moment. We'll keep an eye out and find when the safety car is going to go in. Everybody is nowhere near grouped up at the moment. You can see them spread all the way round. 38th place is sat on the side of the circuit. Oh, that is actually the safety car, so they're not even caught up to the BMW safety car at the moment. So that's going to be at least, what's that, at least another 2 laps, I think, before they've got even line up to go. I'm not quite sure how this one is going to go, Steve.
Very quickly. They'll need to compress very quickly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's just so much going on, mate. And people out there, if you want someone to see, just let us know, because this is just going to be epic all the way through. I can see my boys gone up in front. So Jamie Davis of Team SRW is actually got the fastest lap at the moment with a 106.282.
Great job
That's
from
like
him.
faster than Dylan at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Jamie needs to update his SDK as well.
Yes.
That would be ideal.
All right. It's finally caught. Can we get a snapshot of how big this field is? It's nuts. It is huge. Have a look how far back it goes. It is really big.
See if I can get... So there's the safety car in the bottom right-hand corner. There's Dylan De Bono. And then it goes all the way round, almost back to turn 11. There as well. You can see it on your screen. I know they look like ants, but I can promise you they're there. Unfortunately, we just can't get any form of close enough where it's going to show everything. Sorry, Steve, say that again.
Safety car is going in at the end of this lap.
I am surprised by that, considering they've only just caught it. I thought they might have had one and one more before they've gone and paced through. I am surprised that he's going in so early. I thought he might have gone at least one more lap.
Trying to do that as possible. The boys are going to watch it in the back. A little bit of overlap. They've got to be in single file.
Safety car's going 81 kilometres an hour at the moment.
Yep.
But I am surprised.
Top 10 at the moment. We've got Dylan De Bono on top spot, Jamie Davis, Joshua Horton, Ty Delaney, Daniel Byrne, Doug Gowan, Sam Kilagazinos, Mark Turner, Ryan Price, and Cam Hardwick. Ty is not going to last very long in the Pro-Am field at this point. Okay, safety car is in. Dylan De Bono has been instructed to stay at 80 kilometres an hour to lead the field out. He can go when he's ready to go. Oh, there's a lot of cars out there.
There's too many to be able to get.
It still looks pretty spectacular. Have a look at that, leading all the way through.
All the way down to turn 11. Single file restart as well. De Bono can. Yeah, is he going to go?
He's been given the green flag by race control. He can start at any point that he wants now.
He's leaving it late. Start line's there. He's going to have to go soon. There he goes. He has gone. Dylan De Bono. God, he left that late. So late there as he goes into turn one. Jamie Davis, Josh Houghton, Ty Delaney, Daniel Byrne behind that one as well. Ryan Price is in the mix. He's sitting in third at the moment, 9th overall, third in class as he's battling his way through. Does everybody else make it round turn two? They are just coming through now, and that's all the way down with Cam Hardwick. I think Marty Walker's facing the wrong way. He is.
Marty Walker.
Marty Walker going around the wrong way. Jamie Davis, Josh Houghton back, literally nose to tail. Ty Delaney's in there from Fishy Motorsports. He's on his run down into turn 11. The Pro-Am is sitting 4th overall at the moment. Side by side in front. Oh, he's in the wall. He's in the wall. Jamie Davis hits the wall on the outside of turn 11. Now that's allowed Ty Delaney to come up the inside here as well. Careful, careful. Oh, Delaney's being forceful. The young lad's got his elbows out at the moment. He is battling away. Ty Delaney sitting in 3rd overall. He's got Joshua Houghton in front. Dylan De Bono's escaped a little bit up the road. Jamie Davis just went wide in turn 11, Steve. He hit the wall, and that was it. Oh, no, he's held it. Oh, he's held it there as well. So, Josh Houghton held it there. Great job from him, but even all the way down into 12th with Gallo just on the back there. There is some absolute insane amount of action here as well, and it's all going up. You can see the gap literally 5.8. Gallo's trying to go up the inside now. Cam Hardwick, he's making his way through. Steve is manic.
I just saw Kyle Gretsch turn. I think it was Greg Leake down the back of it, and he's actually gone and ended up inside someone else as well at the same time, but he's made it way back on track. He's avoided the wall.
Oh, there he is on the... Survived the first one, did not survive the second one. Unfortunately for him, Ty Delaney's got himself up into second place. He's gone past Jamie Davis here as well. Now Dan Burns trying to settle and climb all over the back of Davis once more. It is going off here. Mark Turner, Sam Katkazunis, they're battling away. Further down, Jack Anderson's having a good old little scrap with Tyler Sheaf as well. We'll see him get that in the bottom right for you. But these guys still battling away at the front. Dylan De Bono out in front by 1.6. Ty Delaney from Fishy, Jamie Davis from SRW. Then you've got Carlins behind it. Josh Houghton's in there. Doug Gowans, Mark Turner, Sam Katkazunis continue to fight it out there as well. Full action, Steve. Full battles all the way through. Oh, he's
Mate, I don't know how you do. I don't know how you do all this. I'm looking at screens left, right, and centre, watching bits and pieces here and there, and you're just going for it, mate. And you were doing an absolute stellar job. I've just gone onto Pringle because he's just set the fastest lap and going for it of 106.252. So you just actually caught me as I was changing screens. He's blistering back there with Mitch Noble behind him as well.
Oh, Davis is going to have the inside. He's going to have the inside. Delaney run a little bit wide. That's allowed Jamie Davis through. That's going to release Dylan De Bono even further up the road. 1.7 seconds up the road at the moment is Dylan De Bono. But Jamie Davis up the inside of Ty Delaney. Delaney hard on the brakes as they head round turns 7 and 8. Now they're going to come out. They're going to go through the right-hander of 9. Then they're going to go left through 10. And it's a race down into turn 11 once more. Still continuing to fight it out. Delaney looking like he's losing a minute amount of time here.
Keep off the wall, boys. Tell you what, Josh Horton under brakes really lets it go and brakes very late compared to these guys in the front and can get in there real deep to avoid contact.
Oh, looks like Greg Johnston is in the pit lane. Phil Buckland looks like he may have had another little bit of a moment here, because that is Brendan Soper in front. Ah, you're going to make contact. It's going to come across your nose. There we go. Called it. Stephanie Piccoli weaves her way through as well. Mate, you're leaving that vortex of terror there, and unfortunately, when you're doing that, it's all going to go a little bit wrong. But it looks like Dan Burns had a moment as well. The man from Carlins. Oh no!
He pulled that in, Dan Burns. So he might have had some contact or something. It looks like
it's the 043, isn't it?
Oh, he's off track and back on again. Should have maybe a little bit more room given to him because he was still officially on the track because he wasn't completely off it. But they'll leave that to race control to go through and have a look at. But these boys up the front, mate, they have not stopped this battle all the way through. I hope you've got some water there, JP, because you're going to need it. Your voice is going to be croaking like crazy.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. I'm sat here with a bottle. It's all good. Dylan De Bono is going to come over. It's going to be the final lap of the race as well, if we're going on the times, because it's 18 minutes and it's a 1:06 lap time. It's going to be very, very close. I can tell you that much. That might be the last one. I say this very apprehensively here. It might be the last one because they've crossed over on the minute 5 mark. So it depends what De Bono wants to do. He can even go and put in his 1:06, or he can just slow it up a tad just to get the final lap. We'll find out very, very shortly as he's heading around turn 11. Jamie Davis is in there with Ty Delaney, Josh Houghton, Doug Gowans, and further down we've got Caleb Bellick making his way through. He pitted, don't forget, under safety car to get damage repaired. He's got Jack Anderson and Jackson Pringle who's trying to make his way through the field here, continually fighting it out. It has just been manic from the very beginning.
Going hell for leather everywhere, mate. Like even down the back of the field, Vic, Ben Venison and the boys behind him, Shane Ratcliffe, Matty Feely, all really on top of each other, the left, right, and centre. But I tell you what, how good a job has Dylan De Bono done after those first few laps? The safety car gave him that little bit of breath of fresh air, and he's taken advantage of it and just sprinted away.
Yeah, he has. This is the last lap. He made the last lap by about a second and a little bit. So Dylan De Bono he's gone one more. He decided that he was going to have enough and he wanted to go one more. So that was it for Dylan De Bono. We are now going one more lap here on the final lap of the race. De Bono's round turn 7 and 8 in the first of these 20 minutes. I can't show you everything because everything is happening, even down with Vic Bensvalen, Mark Cochran, Shane Nowens, Wayne Edwards. They're scrapping it out as well, Steve.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's going nuts. Even like down the back of the field, I can't even tell you where they are at the moment. But I'm looking at Stephanie Piccoli a few seconds ago, and she had someone all over the back of her as well. There's like Shane Radcliffe, Matty Feely. They're like 7/10, 1/10, 4/10. There's no breath of fresh air anywhere.
No, Delaney's going to come over. He's going to take the checkered flag. First race win for Delaney. Davis comes over in second. Ty Delaney, comes over and takes the Pro Ams. Dylan De Bono takes the Pros. And then is it going to be Vic Bensvalen in the Ams? It's looking like it's going to be here. He's got Shane Nowens tucked up right behind him. That draft not really playing effect at the moment. Nowens has got to try and get as close as he can. Coming up over the line, it is going to be Bensvalen, I think. It is Vic Bensvalen gets the AM win with Shane Nowens there in second. Chris Tomlin right behind him there as well. And I think we can safely say that was absolutely chaotic.
That was awesome. That was absolutely brilliant. The boys out there must be trying to catch their breath. I'll tell you right now, because everyone out there, even the boys, are saying, "Can we tow and not finish the lap?" Because they're probably stuffed from all the head-to-head racing all the way through, mate. And how are you feeling after all that? Who was your like driver of that stint?
No idea. All of them. Everybody that, mate, everybody that finished. I think that was the thing. I've got no response, Steve, to be blatantly honest, because I think they've all just done amazing. It was just absolutely manic. Let's bring you up the results. Anyway, from race 1, Dylan De Bono takes the win in the Pros with Jamie Davis in second. Ty Delaney gets the win in the Pro Ams with Josh Houghton in fourth, Doug Gowans in fifth, Sam Katakazunis in sixth. So your 1, 2, 3 in the Pros is De Bono, Davis and Houghton. Your 1, 2, 3 in the Pro-Ams is Ty Delaney, Mark Turner and Ryan Price. So great job from them three there. Cam Hardwick in 9th, David Gallo 10th, Dan Batusha 11th, with Caleb Bellick down in 12th, Jackson Pringle 13th, Jack Anderson 14th, Tyler Sheaf battled his way to 15th, Dylan Gray 16th, Josh King 17th, Jordan Ferguson 18th, and Mitch Noble further down in 19th. On from that one, Vic Bensvalen takes the win in the AMs with Shane Nowens in second. They're separated by Wayne Edwards before it's Chris Tomlin who's finished off the AM podium. Mark Cochran had a little bit of a ta-ta-ta throughout that race, as did Shane Ratcliffe. Matt Feely, Piccoli got caught up in the incident as well. She's all the way down in 27th. Marty Walker and then Phil Buckland on from that one. Don't worry, guys, we ain't finished just yet. And then we've got Brad Anderson, Brendan Soper, Dan Byrne, Greg Johnston, Callum Hodgkinson, Carl Gretsch, and then Dean 12 laps down. Adam Hughes, I don't believe started, Ben Simpson or Thomas Freeman. So we did lose 3 there as well. I'm not really sure, mate. I don't know if he had technical issues there as well.
Technical, something like that. I haven't heard from him, so I got not. Here we go. Pit lane start. Car 52. So Dylan Gray is got a pit start for contact. I didn't hear quite the full story of it, but for an incident in the last few laps, he'll be starting from the pit lane. That's the only pit lane start, and the rest will be starting from the grid. So we've got 40 minutes of this, mate.
Yeah, good luck, mate. I'll catch you up next week.
It's absolutely spectacular. I've always loved the fact that these boys can get in there, and girls, and fight so close all the way up and down the grid. The problem is, like you said, it's just knowing where to go, because there's just so much going on everywhere you look.
Yeah, it's just flat out manic. be blatantly honest with you. It's all the way through the field. So keep an eye out in this 40 minutes because it's going to be very, very interesting, I think, Steve, on that one.
100%. I think once the tyres... Look, tyres were probably starting to fade near the back end of that for some drivers. We would probably pick that up. There we go. Kyle 119. Kyle Gretsch has also got a pit lane start. So he'll be starting there behind Dylan Gray. That's just an update because the boys are finalising some of the incidents that was going through there.
To be honest with you, I'd happily start in the pits with this amount of people.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. You just got to make sure you get your pit start right and they release you on time. I've been released where I've come out like a corner later than everyone else, and it pretty much took me the whole race just to catch everyone.
That's the I suppose that's one of the problems, isn't it? You know, trying to come out of the pits. But I think at the end of the day, there are times when it's just probably safer to be in the pits than not in the pits. You know what I mean? Especially when you've got this amount of cars on the race circuit.
Yeah. Looks like Dean's fixed his hardware issues. He's back on track doing a warm-up, trying to see what's going on with his car. I was just watching his front ends. I think maybe his rear end's a little bit stiff because I was seeing the front wheels come up very easily on one of those corners. We'll see how it goes tonight. The boys in the SRW room, they're not really... Oh, no, there's heaps of boys in the chat room. Whoa, the chat room is full. Yeah.
There you go.
So there's a lot of boys in that room. So what will happen, people, is everyone gets their... Caleb forgot his fuel. Oh, you silly. A lot of the teams will chat in their own little discords and have with their race, they'll have spotters and things like that, telling them, you know, you've got a car behind you, left, right, whatever the case may be. But we also have Lounge 1. And Lounge 1 is where the boys, where I usually race, all sit around having a chin wag and a bit of a laugh. But we all spot for each other. We all tell each other so-and-so's here, there. It's Callum Dean, Greg Johnson, Matty Feely, Ryan Price and Ty Delaney. So there's those boys are sitting there chin wagging and supporting each other as well.
Let's bring you up the grid for race number 2. David Gallo in pole position, Cam Hardwick second, Ryan Price third, Mark Turner in fourth, Sam Katakazunis in fifth, Doug Gowans in sixth, Joshua Houghton seventh, Ty Delaney eighth, Jamie Davis ninth, and Dylan DeBono in 10th place. Top 10 reverse, guys, on that one. Dan Batouche, Caleb Bellick muscled his way back up into 12th. Hopefully he's got enough fuel this time. Jackson Bringer in 13th, Jack Anderson 14th, Tyler Shee 15th, Dylan Gray 16th, Josh King 17th, Jordan Ferguson 18th, and Mitch Noble in 19th. Vic Bensvalen leads the AMS with Shane Nowens on 21st, Wayne Edwards 22nd, Chris Tomlin 23rd, and Mark Cochran is in 24th. Moving on is Shane Ratcliffe 25th, Matt Feely, Stephanie Pigley, Marty Walker, Phil Butland, and Brad Anderson round out your top 30. Brendan Soper, Dan Byrne coming through the field from 32nd. Oh, that makes your mouth water more than chewing on custard creams, I can tell you that much. Greg Johnson, Callum Hodgkinson, Carl Gretsch and Dean Sinkovic down in 36th place. Then hopefully Adam Hughes, Ben Simpson, Tom Freeman will take to the start, but we're not entirely sure as they missed race 1 there as well. Dan Byrne coming through the field. Oh, that's just going to be insane, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be insane watching all these guys come through. We saw how tight that battle was at the front of the grid. The way they were going 2 wide, 3 wide. The draft with 2 cars in front and then someone tagging behind. The draft was so powerful. So it's going to be interesting if they can keep it clean under brakes in that first corner back on the inside of the track. That's going to be the pinch point where it's just going to go wrong.
I agree. We've got a 10-minute grid timer now for them to sort out incidents. So obviously, poor old race control were under a bit of a cosh on that one because there was so much going on there, Steve. And 10-minute gridding for everyone.
Well, they've got a few incidents, a few people they've put into the into the pit lane start. I'm assuming they've got a few more to go through. They've got extra people in there tonight too, because we knew the numbers were going to be huge. So it is not an easy night down there for those boys. They're probably sitting there going crazy.
I'm sitting here going.
They are. They're all watching incident. There's two. So they're doing two by two. One's got one incident, and the other one's got another one incident, and they're watching it and deciding going for hell for leather. So they'll take a little bit off. 17 people tonight on a Thursday night. Thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you to all our sponsors for supporting us. Shannon's, Neuro Power, Grim Industries, Warren and Brown Tools. Have I forgotten anyone? I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, DSL Rail Services, a former partner of ours as well. So thank you for all you people out there, because you help us bring the stream to all the viewers and to all the drivers to enjoy.
I'm interested to see what's going to come out of this one with all of the RC going on at the moment.
We've already got two in the pit lane start, so one or two more is not really going to change it a hell of a lot, but it will probably leave a gap on the grid as well. So the guys that have got the gap in front of them are going to be able to get a little bit of a cleaner start, get some momentum going, and not have to stress about watching the cars in front of them, whether they've taken off or not. So those guys have got a little bit of a benefit, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, any places that you gain is good places, but preferably you don't want to be doing it here in the race on the grid. You want to do it in the race on the race circuit. So let's see. You can see the makeup of this circuit. Now, I've driven this in its full form of the oval, and it is not easy. I will tell you that much. It is not an easy racetrack, partly because of that asphalt. It literally eats tyres as if it's just eating cornflakes for breakfast. It is literally insane. Jason Douglas, good evening to you, dear sir. Hello, guys, he said. Hello, Jace. How are you? And yes, Jace, you were stalking me yesterday, and I was listening to a good song on Spotify. I'd like to point that one out to you there as well. He messaged me out of the blue. He's like, "Ooh, that's a good song," and I was like, how do you know? And then I forgot Discord tells you what I'm listening to on Spotify. So, yeah. I was like, you stalker.
He's spying on you, mate. He's spying on you. These boys, they don't miss a beat.
Mate, I hope he weren't stalking me. I can tell you that much, because I was in the blinking shower. So if he was looking through their window at that one, I'm a little bit worried there, Jace. I'll tell you, if there's any photos online, I want royalties. Let's just put it that way.
God help us. Yeah. Listen, all you viewers out there, what I want you to do is I want you to contact two of your mates that race or do iRacing and get them to come and watch this stream, because the first 20 minutes was spectacular. The next 40 is going to be crazy. If everyone does that, we'll have over 60 people watching. So get on there and let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, see what we can do, see if we can bump it up. Don't forget like as well, guys. You got to like it. Let's get that likes up to the number of viewers we have got. That will be absolutely amazing. Here as well.
Viewers, out of the viewing that we're getting, our viewing is really high. Like our viewership, about 2 to 3 weeks once our stream's gone, our viewers viewing numbers are around 500 views per episode, which is good considering we got like 6 episodes a week. So it's spectacular. But they mature, and we actually get bigger views than some of the other bigger leagues, which is really fantastic. So I'm loving it. Kevstar's in Sydney for work. He's missing out in the race. Jack Oz is probably sitting there humming into a pizza with pineapple on it.
Don't even go there, Mr. Sinkovic, dear sir. There's nothing wrong with a bit of ham and pineapple, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Breaks it up for you.
What I really want is people to come to our stand on Saturday, Sunday at Moto X at the Melbourne Showgrounds. Come down, say hello, come for a spin. We're going to have our rig set up both in VR and in normal, so people can test out what VR is like as well. We usually have, like, the place is packed. We usually don't stop. Me and Dean probably lose a couple of kilos. We probably need to do that every night to lose more, because it just gets that full on.
Yeah, it'd be a busy one. Unfortunately, I can't. Steve, as much as I'd love to, it would be such a long flight and probably cost me a fortune. You know what I mean?
2.5 minutes to go, 2:20 to go. And not too far off before they will be gritty. So hopefully the boys won't be as naughty as they were the last race, and they'll get in there and have a good, decent crack at it. What I will do is, who won the race? DeBono won the race.
Yeah. On
my screen, I'm going to have Mr. DeBono selected, so we can watch him come through the field while you're focusing on the front, and then you have the freedom to go back and forward, mate, to pick whoever you want to see.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on him and Daniel Byrne. Burns all the way down towards the back. JP, listening to your good song now. That was How You Remind Me by Nickelback. That's what I was listening to at the same time. Hamish told me to bring you an Hawaiian pizza this weekend, Singer. Nice. Make sure they got extra pineapple, mate. He really does like it. He's just blagging a little bit.
Well, I've actually sent an email off to Bubba Pizzas, who are a new up-and-coming thing. Laura Anderson at the Melbourne Expo at Moto X this weekend at the Melbourne Showgrounds.
Well, there you go.
Yes, I've actually started a conversation with Bubba Pizza, that new up-and-coming franchise. Hopefully we can get them on board. Oh, they're gridding up. It's getting exciting, mate.
It definitely is. I'm just thinking how chaotic this is going to be.
No, I've got goosebumps, to be totally honest with you. I think this is going to be something amazing. 40 minutes of this. If at any time you pass out from holding your breath and talking too long, mate, just bang the table or something so I know you're gone.
I'll rip my head on the way down, Steve. It'll be all right. You know what I mean? You'll hear a crack. It will be my barnet on the table on the way through. Right. Let's get this going. We got literally 15 seconds. I think there's a lot happening in RC because there's a lot of people not on the grid at the moment. So I'm wondering if they're going to be extended a little bit more. There is a lot of people not on the grid, Steve.
Yeah, no, there's, here we go. Cars 52, 119, 021 and 27 all have pit lane starts. The rest of them are good to go.
Right, okay. Well, the lights are there. There's stage 3 at the moment. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, 5. And now, guess what we have got? We've got it green, green, green. And we're racing once more. David Gallo out in front. You can see they're like 5 wide in the back. That's not going to work. Here, Cam Hardwick, Sam Kakazunis, Ryan Price is in the mix. The 2v2 already 3 wide through turn 1. Bellick going, I'm going 3. Is he going to make it all the way through? Oh, he does. There's a spinner in the back. Dan Batouche's gone round. Oh, poor old Dan has gone round there as well. But there's action all the way through. David Gallo still leading the field at the moment. Cam Hardwick there in second. Ryan Price third. Kat Gazoon is fourth. Josh Houghton in fifth. Davis in sixth. Bellick's in the mix as well. He's having a little bit of a blink at the moment. Doug Gowans is there. Ty Delaney's there. It is all going off here. As you can see in the bottom of your screen, that is the Ty Delaney battle. Keeping an eye on Dylan DeBono moving through. Where is Dan Byrne? He's up 9 places in 23rd. Flying here, Steve.
You people that have gone up. Daniel Byrne 10 places now, but you've also got Mark Cochran and Shane Ratcliffe have made it through that carnage up to 8 places as well. Ballack up 5 places into the fighting part of the grid straight away, and there's Dylan DeBono making his way through on the bottom part of the screen, just picking off the drivers one by one, already up. Oh, no places, still in his original starting grid.
Yeah,
oh, look at this, 3 wide.
See the gainers and losers on your left-hand side. Burns now up 10. He's going to be coming through the field. We'll see if we can get him in the bottom right to see if we can find out what's going on with Daniel Byrne on that one. That would be great to follow him because he's going to be cutting through the field like a hot knife through butter at the moment here. It is just full action-packed. Ratcliffe's had another moment. Batouche, Nowens, they've all had a problem. Adam Hughes looks like he's had an issue. There's a lot going on there, and I can tell you now, there's a lot going on here. Houghton, Houghton, Price, Bellick, Davis, Katakazunis is in the mix. Dylan Abono's just past Ty Delaney on the inside. Coming out of 11 is Delaney going to give him the adequate amount of room. Further up in front of that, Ryan Price is in the mix. He's got Caleb Bellick side by side. Bellick's trying to make his way through as well here, Steve. It is just all going off throughout this field now. And there's Daniel Byrne in the bottom right. There's side by side. Davis, careful. Careful. Oh.
He's in it through. Oh my God, that was close. That I'll tell you what, Ryan Price, it's taken him a while to get into it, but he's getting better and better every week. He's a bit of a real-world driver, so it's taken him a while to get into the iRacing into the mode. He's been having troubles keeping it clean, but he's getting better, and he should be in the SRW colours very soon. Otherwise, I'll strip him of his admin duties.
Oh, there you go. As you can see, Caleb Bellick's machine in front of us at the moment. We're on board with Davis. Davis is going to be looking up the inside of 11. He's pulled him out. He's knows he's going to...
Oh, he's just pulled that out.
I can tell you what, mate, he pulled out better than a jockey on a racehorse. I can tell you that much. As he's on his way rounding out through NASCAR now, which is number 12 here on the racetrack. They've got that long looping left-hander all the way through. Davis is hugging the inside tighter than your favourite grandma at the moment. He wants that run down into turn one. He's got to pull out. If he's going to pull out, he's got to stick his nose up. Watch the wall. Oh, Jesus.
He shut the door. That was closed by Ballack. I'll tell you what, that draft is worth a couple of tenths easily. And then the boys that are really smart and really powerful, that first corner straight off the outside over onto the inside, are picking up a lot of pace through there as well.
Yeah, Dan Burton there. Bellick's flashing frantically at Josh Houghton, not quite sure through. Maybe he's just saying hello. International road language, of course. Dan Batouche looks like he's had more of an issue. Shane Nowens, Jordan Ferguson, Ben Simpson there as well. We've not even got time to look back at what's going on because there's so much happening throughout this field. Gallows under attack. Oh.
Lucky Gowan's at the back there. He's got 7 tenths to 4 tenths. He's flirting around down the back there and putting a lot of pressure on these boys. The timing tower is all orange and yellow viewers, so it is very, very close everywhere. Let us know if you want to see someone, please.
Yeah, let's tell us who you are in the bottom right. That's Dan Burns' mission to come back through the field. He is sitting in 21st place. He is up 11 places. We've got 40 minutes here. David Gallo, Cam Hardwick, Josh Houghton, Caleb Bellick. Bellick, you're taking him for a ride, dear sir. He's not in a shopping trolley. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide on the exit. Caleb, move it.
3 cars in there just to avoid that collision.
Oh, they're still banging and binding.
Oh, there's 3 wide.
Oh, look what each other. Is that Delaney?
Delaney, Sam Kutakazinos, and Ty's gone into the wall as well. I think it just didn't quite work through across there.
No, let's have a look. On board with the SRW TV chopper when it wants to. There we go. You can see here comes Delaney on the inside. Katakazunis is still coming. Then they're linked. Then they're across the front of Houghton. And unfortunately, there it was not good.
Looks like his car to straighten it up, and he's drifted across into the side of Ty Delaney, which has caused them both to spin and taken both out.
Yeah.
Whoa. Tell you what, Ben Burns is still fighting his way through there. He's up 14 places. He's our biggest mover. Callum Hodgkinson, a few places behind him, is up 13 places as well. So Callum Hodgkinson is behind Matty Feely, and Matty Feely is bottling the neck there.
Yeah, Matty Feely holding on to that 19th place with Edwards right behind him here, but this is Gowans. He's got Price in front and De Bono behind. Gallo has not got a moment's rest. Davis is picking on him here as well. He's giving him a big little bully. Collins, Motorsport man of David Gallo. Is he gonna? He's surely not gonna slow the pack up, right? Because at the end of the day, that would be ideal for Dan Byrne, but that's a lot to ask there.
Jamie's currently 6 tenths faster than him, so he's just trying to find a spot where to pass. He's just got himself the fastest lap time of a 106.103. So the last lap, there was pretty much 6 tenths between them. So he's just trying to make it clean by the look of it.
Davis closing all the way over back at Gallo now. We're only 7 minutes in. I feel like I've been at this for a country mile and I've run a marathon already. Vic Bensvalen leading the arms currently. He's got Kazunis on his way through. Mitch Noble's in the mix there as well. Behind that is Tomlin and Dan Byrne. Byrne coming through. Oh, Byrne's gone round. Dan. Oh, the only saving grace for him, he's got 33 more minutes, Steve.
Yeah, I know. We haven't even stopped yet to look at anything. I'm just looking at a battle at the back end with Vic Bensvalen. He's got a bottleneck behind him. They're pretty much 2 tenths, 7 tenths, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 5 tenths, 7 tenths, 4 tenths, all behind him, all the way from Sam Kuzakuzas, Mitch Noble, Tomlin, Feely, Hodgkinson, Delaney, and Edwards, all just sitting behind him and just following across, waiting for someone to...
He's going. Davis getting stopped. He's got the inside line. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? He's hard on the brakes, and GR86 screaming at him. He's pushed that brake pedal through. Davis makes it through on turn 1 after 8 minutes. He set Gallo up, he got the run out of turn 11, followed him all the way around the NASCAR corner and has made that move.
Hardwick also got his, maintained pace through there as well and kept it clean and kept out of the way. Steve, I had your PC. Yeah, of course I'm at my PC, mate. There's no other place I'd be at the moment, but I can't. If you're trying to send me a message, I'm probably not seeing it.
Jackson Pringle down in 6th place as well. He's got Ryan Price behind him. We'll keep an eye on the leaders. We'll see if we can pick up on Jackson on our interactive Steve Sinkovic screen in the bottom right hand corner as he's continually in the background frantically trying to pick up on the battles as well. It's all the way through at the moment. Cam Hardwick scrapping it out. Let's bring you up where they are in class. Okay, left hand side, Davis leading the pros, Gallo in second to Bono. Hardwick leading the arms. He's got 4.9 seconds over Price with Anderson behind that. Vic Bensvalen leading the arms here with Tomlin and Buckland behind them as well. That's your 1, 2, 3 in each class on the bottom on the left hand corner. So great action taking place all the way through here. It is just been absolutely chaotic. Look at the track map. There's barely a space on it that hasn't got a car, or at least 2 or 3 of them as they continually fight. Gowans is in there as well. He's got Ryan Price up in front of him. He's got Anderson right behind him. Steve, who's going to come out on top here?
Say it again, I couldn't hear you there, mate.
I said, who's going to come out on top? Jace Douglas says you sound like you are far away from it. That's why he was asking.
Oh, okay. No, I'm at the PC. Maybe you need to pump me up a bit because we adjusted me down because I was peaking too much before. No, Jamie, I think he'll settle down. He's getting control. He's got 5 tenths on it. He's really good when he's out in front. He's very solid. He keeps it very steady. Once you let him into that front end of the grid, that's all over Red Rover. He'll keep fighting all the way through. But everyone is still going nuts. We've still got behind Pringle onwards, all yellows. But normally we're seeing drivers 5 tenths, 6 tenths. Now we're seeing them in this track 4 tenths, 3 tenths, 2 tenths. That's how close the battles are everywhere.
Yeah, Doug Gowans has just gone round the outside of Ryan Price there. He made that move round the outside of turn 1 and in through turn 2 and 3. Gowans moves himself up into 7th. We got Houghton and Byrne, Johnston, Phil Buckland is battling away with Dean. Looks like Dean's just made an error, however, going into turn 1. I think he's got a little bit loose, unfortunately for him. Wayne Edwards is here now. He's got Tomlin, Mitch Noble around him. Ty Delaney in there from the Fishy Boys, of course. He's trying to come through and recover after his incident earlier on with Sam Katakazunis. Now they're going to be looking at going down through this NASCAR part, this track part, that long looping left-hander. What's going to happen to Delaney? Is he going to be looking? He's got nowhere to go, nowhere at all. It's Noble, it's Edwards, all alongside. Delaney's now going to be looking up. He's got to go. You're either going to go in the gap or you're going to go 3 wide. He said, I've had enough. I'm going 3 wide. Ty Delaney there. Is he going to be able to make it around the outside? You're going to go round. You cut his nose off. Oh, Ty.
That was so close. I'm not sure which way that'll go, but that was so close. It looks like that Mitch might have drifted out a little bit onto Ty then, but we'll leave that to last.
Oh, Steve, you're being nice there. You're being nice. I do love Ty Delaney to bits, but he cut in on him, mate. I think he come and close to him. Noble had nowhere to go. He couldn't go any more closer. Good luck, RC, on that one.
It is.
I am not getting involved in that one. Pick that one out. Bellick and De Bono.
Let us know who you want to watch. This is just awesome. I'm loving every minute of this. If every Thursday's like this, my Sundays are crazy, my Tuesdays are crazy, I'm going to end up in a loony bin because this is unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, Bellick and De Bono now scrapping it out as well. No quarter given, no parlay declared, and it's now just a full-on battle. Two mighty gladiators, one of the Formula V's, one of the GR86s, head-to-head. You're in Dylan De Bono's home turf. Is Bellick going to be able to hold on? That's going to be the question. He's being pushed along as they're on their way now down into turn 11. De Bono, ooh, thought about the inside. This has got to be a run from 11 down to 1, surely.
These two also have got a history of tagging each other and racing with each other. They've been behind each other a lot, swapping front and back in different cars and different series. So they're both very astute drivers and very astute passers as well. Jace, is my audio sounding better, mate?
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, Bellick, you put him on the wall. Squeezing him like an orange in a juice. Boys, come on. Oh!
He's closed the door on him, but he well done by it's not done.
Oh, that's
I tell you what, Dylan De Bono made space for himself then because he wasn't getting any, that's for sure. And it looks like he's done real well there. Who was that behind him? Is that
Ty Delaney? No, Ty Delaney. He's a lap down.
Yeah.
He is a lap down, it's Ty Delaney. So there we go. Unfortunately, it's just been absolutely chaotic. The front have settled down a little bit. They're more as they are. But this De Bono, Bellick, I think that's Delaney going to... Well, I'm hoping that he doesn't get involved. I know the young lad wants to try and get up as far as he can here. You're probably better off just sitting behind these guys and following them, to be blatantly honest. And have a good call. Gotta go. Bye, Jace. Enjoy yourself, buddy. Have a good day or a good evening, mate.
Hello, young man. I tell you what, mate, they have spread out, but with all the excitement going through, we are into the 15-minute mark of a 40-minute race. Tyres into the 14th lap. Tyres are going to start fading at the back end a little bit soon, so we're going to start seeing some incidents. It'll be interesting to see when the pits start going, Dean, what are you doing?
Facing a wall. Checking out what it's made of, I think, is poor old Dean. He's having a bit of a rough one today.
I'm having a good night tonight.
No, through turn 1, he's hard on the brakes. You got to release him. Just didn't release him quite early enough, and unfortunately he's gone round facing the wall. So that is still going on there. Then now we've got Anderson, we've got Price, we've got another back marker. We're slowly going through them here, slowly cutting them through, Steve. The back marker's coming into effect a little bit, but hopefully shouldn't be for too long.
Well, hopefully they'll take advantage of it and have a bit of a draft as they're coming through, so they'll be able to at least take advantage of that component of it. But hopefully they don't get in the way while they're in the draft and while they're going really fast, because there can be some major incidents that could wipe out the front two cars quite easily.
Then front two, of course, is Davis and Gallo. Then Hardwick's behind him. Then we've got De Bono, Bellick. Delaney's a lap down, and knows as excited as he can be that he's up there, but he is unfortunately a lap down, and Ty Delaney all the way down into 32nd. Bellick. Oh, I thought he went off the racetrack there. He didn't. We've got Shane Nowens and Stephanie Pickley. This is a battle in the arms, of course. These guys continually fighting it out here. Pickley's on the left. Nowens is on the right. That is Mitch Noble. That is actually for position for Mitch, as we saw him earlier on get into the mix with Ty Delaney. Not entirely sure what happened there, but I think Delaney may have got the drive-through from that one. Pickley's into the pit lane. Pickley has gone into the pit lane. Chris Tomlin and Wayne Edwards have just swapped positions. Edwards has gone through as well. Starting to settle down a little bit, but these front three not really giving each other any quarter.
No, not at all. They've it looks like it is tapped out. There was a black flag given to Dean. Shane Ratcliffe did get a black flag as well. I'm not sure what either of them have done. It's there's so much going on. It's impossible to keep an eye on everything. But yeah, all the times are sort of spread out a bit. Jamie is just on his own out there at the moment. He just needs to maintain that pace he's going at the moment. He's consistently, actually Gallo is caught back up in pace. They're pretty much splitting the same sort of time. Hardwick is about a tenth or two behind them on time. So they're probably just making their way through the next pit and see what happens there.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on that one. And Wayne Edwards, Josh Houghton. Oh, Edwards is... Where is Edwards? Oh, he's there. There we go. He's obviously had an instant. Yeah, been off the side of the circuit. We'll have a quick look and see what he got himself up to. Oh, he's over the curb. You're going round. You are going round, unfortunately, there. You put a GR86 up on two wheels, Steve. It ain't going to last when it hits the floor, I can tell you that much. And it didn't there for Edwards.
I'm watching Jack Anderson. There's probably the next battle pack that's pretty close is Anderson, the Kazuzinas, Tyler Sheaf and Joshua King going for it across the back end of the track. And the next fight is Josh Horton, Daniel Byrne and Chris Tomlin. Daniel Byrne has gone up 16 places. Actually, Matty had a good run too. He's up 13 places.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We were talking about back markers, and that in front of Jamie Davis is Shane Nowens. And he hits the wall. Davis goes straight into him.
No. Oh, that.
Bellick's in. Davis is in. Oh, there's a spinner on the way into the pits there. Who is
that? Anderson? Yeah, Anderson spun it on the way to the pits. Yeah. It's not much race control do. It's going to be racing instant. He's bounced off the wall back into him. It's unfortunate.
Oh, Jack was tapped on the way through. Oh, was that? I think that may have been. Yeah.
Is that his own teammate?
I think it might have been Kat Kazunis. No, it's not. It is a philosopher. It's a Tyler Sheaf hit him.
Oh no.
Sheafy tapped him on the way into the pit lane.
Oh God. All right, so Jamie Davis has gone for the pits to fix his car. He is come out in, oh God, what spot's that?
Jamie Davis. He is currently, I don't know, I wear glasses and I still can't find. There he is in 17th. So Davis in 17th place. Matty Feely, Houghton, Byrne, Benz Valen. These guys are still fighting it out further down. It's all getting a little bit more settled. So, you know, hopefully me and Steve won't need a defib by the time we get to the end of the race.
Well, yeah, hopefully we won't kickstart. This has now got David Gallo, Cam Hardwick and Dylan DeBono. Dylan DeBono's got himself up into third place now. Jackson Pringle following him. Looking at to see if anyone else is going to the pits just yet.
No, I think the first one was Jamie Davis. Everybody else is not pitted.
Yeah, he's going to have a tough one. He's going to have to make it all the way through with how many minutes left? 20 minutes. It's not too bad. So he's pretty much gone on the halfway mark. So he'll be able to sprint it way through. Hopefully it'll open up the front for him as everyone pits. So He just needs to make his way through. He's 18 seconds. No, he's 31 seconds from the leaders at the moment.
Hodgkinson has just cleared Bensvalen. Tomlin's trying to clear him as well as these guys continue to fight it out. That is the current situation in each class here. This is a on-track battle for first in the arms between Vic Bensvalen and also Chris Tomlin. Ben Simpson's had a rough one. I won't compound Ben's misery any more than what he already is probably feeling in that car at the moment. But Bensvalen's trying to hold Tomlin. He's taken a wide line. Tomlin's going to come up the... nearly got his nose alongside. Now he's going to try to cut back as they're on their way out of 3 and 4. So you can see Tomlin hugging that inside line. He's going to come off that next corner like an absolute slingshot. Not making it through. Now through turn 7 and 8. Bensvalen with Tomlin, they're still going at each other, Steve. They're not giving it up just yet.
No, not at all, mate, not at all. These boys will keep fighting all the way through. And you can see Jamie Davis making it through and behind them. And I think that was that Johnson behind them as well. Greg Johnson is doing really... Oh, he was doing really well. Yeah, he is. He's in 3rd place for the AMs at the moment. I'm just hearing another NFA in there. There's a few decisions that have gone real close in there because they've either equal blame or just unlucky racing, really.
Back
up. De Bono, last lap, 106.087.
Yeah, he's sitting in second, De Bono at the
yeah,
moment.
He's sitting on the there.
David Gallows there, Jackson Pringle, Cam Hardwick. So Hardwick's the 3rd place car. Pringle's just in the background. De Bono and Gallo going to be going at each other here. They've been setting this up for the last couple of laps. Now we're on to that 23-minute mark. Just 16 and a half minutes to go. Once more at this Phoenix Roval, which I think you can safely say has been entertaining. If you have not looked and loved this race, well, I'm not quite sure what you've been looking at because this has been absolutely incredible. We've got the Velocity Slim Labs in 2nd and 3rd. De Bono with Hardwick. Pringle with Vermilion. Gallo with Carlin's Motorsport. On the front, we've got back markers just to top it all off here in front of us. We're hoping they're going to be removing themselves from the situation. One did. I don't even know if he did that on purpose, but he ended up going wide and doing it all the way. That's one way of getting out of the way, Steve.
Yeah, definitely one way to get away. I was just thinking, did I put the Moz on Jamie Davis before, and I said hopefully the back markers will get out of the way, and yeah, it looks like it didn't help him at all. But he's working his way up. He's in 9th place now as well. So he's the lead car that's pitted. So he should be able to make it all the way home on that. But it's going to be interesting to see how De Bono goes and when he goes into the pits, because at the moment he is flying. He's going to be on top of Gallo soon.
Yeah, he's not too far away as Dylan De Bono. There he is. He's going to look up. There's a wall. There's a wall. Stay off the wall. He's going to try the inside. Gallo's going to come. Oh! Yay. I think De Bono needs a new nose job. You better get hold of Kim Kardashian, buddy. She'll give you one. I can tell you that much. De Bono there with Gallo. Now on, they're still going through 7 and 8. There's still nip and tuck there. God, that could have ended badly, Steve.
He's throwing the car around like crazy. He's not holding back on those curves. He's trying to get a straight line everywhere he can without any hesitations at all.
Yeah.
Oh, he had to divert left and right a little bit then to avoid contact.
Oh, he's closing. What was going on with Dan Byrne and Josh Houghton? Well, they've closed up. We've got Carlins at the front. We've got Carlins sitting in 12th place here overall, making gains through the field. And I can tell you he's gained 20. Callan Hodgkinson behind him has gained 21. So these guys moving through the field together. Matt Feely's up 17. Yeah. He's bolted off as well. So great job from them. Up front, De Bono's dropped back now. He's made a mistake somewhere because he's now 1.2 seconds away.
Oh, the boys, even down the back, it's like the boys that are a lap down are still like flogging it like crazy as well.
Gallo's made a mistake.
Fighting.
Gallo made a mistake, Steve.
Yep.
Oh,
what's he done?
He's got it deep by the looks of it into the left-hander at 6 over the curb.
On the gravel. Oh, he's lucky he's held it and not gone further onto the other gravel. It would have spun him right around, but that he just hit that too aggressively.
That has put Gallo in front. Feely's in there as well. Josh King's in there. Sheafy's in the mix. You can see Feely now just about to go up the inside of Tyler. Is Sheafy going to be able to hold on around that outside line? If he's sending you wide there, mate. High, wide, and handsome for you. Now on the inside, Feely, is he going to open him up? He can force him out a little bit wide, just open up the steering just a little bit, give him something to think about. He did. He's another one who's cut his nose off. These guys going down into turn 1 now. Sheafy's got nowhere to go. He's going to lose the inside. Is he to King? Is King going to be able to get his nose up there? No, he's not. But boy, oh boy, this is getting close.
That was close. I thought he was going to chop his nose off then. That was like crazy close. The boys they're really putting it on the edge tonight. And I'm surprised we haven't had more safety cars or more incidents and more spins, because the way they've been driving has been spectacular. Where they can, they've left room. We've had the odd mishap of mental breakdowns as they come through some corners. But you know what? All in all, it's been pretty fair and pretty fast.
Oh, Davis just makes his way past Hodgkinson. He's just made a mistake there. That's Mitch Noble coming back through the field, but Hodgkinson made a mistake. That's released Jamie Davis up into 13th. He's got a 1.1 second gap to this man, Dan Byrne, who's got 3 tenths left to Houghton. He's going to be able to pull him in a little bit. He's going down ever so slowly. He's starting to kick in a little bit more. 3-2 at the moment on the left-hand side. Now he's down to below 2 tenths, 2.8, 2.7. 2.6, 2.5. Is he going to be able to get enough? Going down into turn 1, 2.2. Is it going to go below 1? It is. We're below 1. Is he going to send out the inside? No, not this time from down. Oh, that's not. Where's he gone?
He's just there. He's disappeared.
Oh, there he is. Oh man.
Oh, there he is. Oh. That was a bit strange.
That's not going to be easy. Yeah, no, Josh Houghton.
Yep, Josh Houghton, okay. You're looking at now the boys. Jamie's still the first one to pit. He pitted on lap 17. The other boys are at lap 20 and lap 21, 22, 24. The rest of the guys in front of them are going to have to pit soon. They're just going to have to start.
Yeah, we'll see here with Jackson Pringle now as well. That's Doug Gowans going up the inside. Dougie Gowans there gets the job done over him. That's Ty Delaney still trying to make his way through the field. He's down 13, sitting in 21st. Here's the Fishy Motorsports man. So he's trying to make his way through as well after his incident earlier on. It's amazing. One little bit of contact with Katakazunis, and that is where you can end up there. And Sam Katakazunis is still out there. So I'm wondering, did Delaney get a penalty for that one? Is that why he's a lap down at the moment?
I think so. I'll check my things. Oh, Dylan Gray manually disconnected. Caution in turn 1. No, I cannot see a Ty Delaney black flag.
I'm wondering if he got damage out of that then, because he was a lap down there.
Oh, he might have. I'll tell you what, Daniel Byrne 22 places up, and Jamie is hunting him down like crazy with 2 seconds, 2 tenths behind him already. That was a big gap that he had before him, so he's doing well getting his way up through the field.
Yeah, Jamie Davis making his way back through. That is Dan Byrne in front of him. Katakazunis is in the pits now. There's a car coming out of the pits. That's 37th man. Ben Simpson's flashing about a little bit as these guys continually scrapping it out here. Dan Byrne, Jamie Davis nose to tail. Hodgkinson's into the pits. Davis is up the inside. Oh, he sent it on Dan Byrne. That's Ben Simpson there. Ben's removed himself out the way. But these guys still going at it here, Steve. Continuing fighters are on their way through 7 and 8.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know how these guys do it, to be totally honest. I don't have the patience for it. I reckon I would have already given up tonight with this track. But the boys that are fighting out there are fighting tooth and nail. everywhere. I'm just watching, trying to see if I can hook up something else for you in the back end at this same time. But the lap times have all sort of opened up a little bit at the moment. The closest battle, like I said, at the moment is teammates Stephanie Piccoli and Phil Buckland. They're down to a couple of tenths. Everyone else is really gapped out.
Yeah, Katakazuni's just gone up the inside of Ben Svalen. Sheafy's there. He's got Matty Feely in front at the moment. So Sheafy's trying to close him down. Everybody else is a little bit further away. Josh Houghton has got Josh King in there. So the double J's scrapping it out with Jack Anderson. We might as well make it a trio of J's there. They could form their own boy band, couldn't they, on that one? With Josh and Jack.
Triple J's a radio station down here, so we can't call it the Triple J's.
Is it really?
The lap time of Jamie's just got himself the fastest lap again, 106.046. So he's on the hunt. He's lapping at the moment behind Jamie Davis. He is about 5/10 a lap faster, so he's slowly moving his way up. He's now where he started. He started at 9th, he's back to 9th.
Yeah, we've got about 7 minutes on the clock here. So they're going to get at least 6 to 7 more laps. Where's the leader at the moment? He's on his way round turns 7 and 8. So Sheafy's into the pits as well. Shane Nowens has had a bit of a rough one. Leader of the AMS is Vic Bentzvalen. He's been playing it sensible here. He's not really got involved with anything he doesn't really need to, and he's been moving out the way, but he's managed to hold on in 14th. Jackson Pringle, he's trying to chase down Dougie Gowans there, and Ty Delaney's still in the back, making his way through with Jackson now. Tyler in 20th place. He's still a lap down at the moment, but he is starting to come back up through the field. There's a lot of people a lap down, I might like to add as well. All the way from, Delaney. Oh, actually, he's Delaney, yeah. I've got my time. He is a lap down, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah. Oh, no, it's just changed. He was, but he isn't now.
Yeah, I know. On the left-hand side, it still says he is with Bentzvalen. And Patouche, Walker, Gretsch, Ferguson, Nobles a lap, Johnston, Buckland, Ratcliffe, Piccoli. So now we've got a rush in the pit lane of Gallo, Hardwick, De Bono, Ryan Price. This is going to free Jamie Davis up a little bit further. He's going to go up into 3rd is Davis at the moment. So he's only got 2 more to go, and these two are not pitted, and that's Dougie Gowans and Jackson Pringle.
How's this has actually worked really well for Jamie. The going in, because he's got himself a fair gap on Dylan De Bono there, 3 seconds, and Jamie is now the first out of the pitters. We've still got Pringle and Gowans to go.
Yeah, this could work out well for him, to be fair. 6 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
If these guys have got to go in, Mark Cochran and Dan Byrne. I'm hoping Byrne is just leaving the pit lane. He is. That is going to be Josh King in front of him. Dougie Gowans is in. How quickly are you going to get it stopped? Where's Davis? Davis is on his run out of turn 11, round turn 12 now. So is Davis going to clear Gowans? Gowans is still not stopped at the moment. That pit lane is long and slow. If you look in the background, there he is. Yeah, Davis is going to make it past Gowans. Davis now up into 2nd.
He's still in there. I can still see him. He's starting to move while he's in the pit now. He's heading towards the exit. You should be able to see him coming up. No, he's done well.
Yeah, Dougie Gowans in 6th.
Great little bit of gap.
Yeah, Davis is there now. We're just waiting for Jackson Pringle to go in. Pringle's on his way into turn 11. He's got some back markers for company, I think, in front of him at the moment. That's one of the 7-7 machine. So who is in the 77 machine? I was like,
someone get their wrists smacked for not obeying blue flags and not getting out of the way.
Well, I tell you what, it doesn't matter. Pringle's in the pits now. Davis
here we go.
Yeah, Davis is going to come around the outside.
That early pit for Davis has done him real well. He's got 3 seconds on 5 seconds. No, hang on, wait till this clears. it's saying 3 seconds on De Bono. That's a lot to make up with Jamie ahead, especially with 4 minutes to go. So that incident with Ratcliffe has probably given Jamie a blessing more than anything, because he got to pit before everyone, and he got the fresh air all that way through.
Yeah, Matty Feely, Mark Cochran running side by side down alongside each other, going down into turn one. You can see cars behind them as well. That's Houghton, Sheafy, and King's in there. Oh, Feely's on the inside. Is Cochran going to try and come round? He's not. Sheafy.
No! I was just looking at that to bring it on screen for you at my end as well. I'm like, that's not happening right in front of my eyes, is it?
I wouldn't mind. But I think Tyler Sheaf made a mistake as well, because they make contact here. So he's loose there, he's gone, he's overcorrected. Watch Tyler come in. He gets across to 43. So that's not Caleb Bellick. Who was that in that sim stamped 43 machine with Sheafy there?
That happened way too quick, way too quick.
Oh, dearie me. Laura, have you fellas got any nails left? No.
No, not at all. It's all going all very much too quick for me. I'm going to change my screen over to a little bit of a battle that's going on in the mid-pack. We've got Josh King with Daniel Byrne and Josh
Howard's gone round.
Oh, he's just kept that from causing more carnage. I tell you what, that was so close.
Houghton's gone round. He skipped after track out and all. You might get a slowdown with that one, dear sir, as you've missed most of the circuit. Ty Delaney now is in 19th place. He's, if I got this right, he is no longer a lap down, I believe. I think Ty Delaney has got himself back on the lead lap after the pit stops. He has. He's in 19th place with Chris Tomlin just in front of that. Jack Anderson is there. He's got Sheafy trying to close him down. Sheafy's got his own issues, and Matty Feely and Callum Hodgkinson. So these guys have not left each other alone through pretty much most of this race. And it's coming down here, Steve. The final lap, I think there's going to be one more, I think. Where is Jamie Davis? He's there's one more lap, and then it's game over. But I can tell you one thing, I need a rest after this. I have to go and have a lie down.
You're not wrong, mate. But I'll tell you what, Dylan DeBono's put up a good fight. He's lapping about just under 3/10 faster than Jamie at the moment. So he's hunting like crazy at that point. I've got the boys at the back fighting like crazy as well. I've got on the outside, if you want to go to the little screen, the back markers of Greg Leakey and the boys. There's 4 wide, 2 wide, going for it crazy back there. So they're not giving it up at all. They're really going for it. I think that's someone's towing in the background as well. Hopefully there's no safety car.
Oh, not now. I think they should make a rule, no safety car on the last lap.
We are in. The white flag out or not?
Yeah, it is. It's locked in already. David's coming round now for the final time up into turn 11. And there's a 21st place in front of us. That's Marty Walker. I'm sure it's not going to be any problems whatsoever as he gets him, as he goes on to the main part of the circuit now. You can see in the bottom left, that's one of the Carlins boys, and that's the Dan Byrne battle, I believe, in the bottom left-hand corner. But we are going to come over the line. It is going to be here for the race number 2. Davis is going to take the win in the pros. He has done great job from him. Dylan DeBono in second. Then you've got David Gallo in third. Oh, Dan Byrne's made a mistake, but it looks like he's just lost out a little bit of time there. And in the pro-ams, it's Cam Hardwick comes over the line, takes the victory with Caleb Bellick in second. And then you've got Tomlin behind that, but you've still got this run down to the line. This is Tyler Sheaf, Dan Byrne, Matty Feely, Callan Hodgkinson, all fighting it out. Coming down to the wire now through that NASCAR bend. Dan Byrne is in front. Sheafy's got the inside. inside. Feely's got the outside. It's going to be a straight one. Bernie's given the draft to Sheafy. I think it is going to be Sheafy this time. It is as he comes over the line there. Oh, great action. And what's going on with Jordan Ferguson? He's having a good old ding-dong as well down here with Carl Gretsch. As they're fighting out. So yeah, great action all the way through. It is just now Wayne Edwards to come over the line, and he has done that one. And Marty Walker, where are you, Marty? There you go. Last one to finish. Yeah. And a great job from him.
Was absolutely epic. That's given us a winner. Cam Hardwick has gone and taken the Pro-Ams, and the AMs, if I'm not incorrect, is Chris Tomlin, which is pretty awesome. I haven't had him in the booth for a win yet.
Well, there you go. You can interview him away when they come in. But here are the final results. Davis takes the win with De Bono in second, Gallo in third. I tell you what, Davis kind of got luck with that contact, I can tell you that much. Hardwick finishes off in the Pro-Ams in fourth, and Dougie Gowan's got fifth. Caleb Bellick fought his way back into sixth place. Pringle, Katagazunis, and the podium for the Pro-Ams is finished off by Ryan Price. Mark Cochran 10th, Jack Anderson 11th, Josh King in 12th, Dan Byrne 13th, Tyler Sheaf 14th, Matty Feely 15th, Callan Hodgkinson 16th, Ty Delaney in 17th, and then you got Chris Tomlin wrapped up the AM win in 18th place there. Great job from him with Dan Batouche behind it. Dan had a bit of a rough one that time out, I can tell you that much. Then you've got Wayne Edwards, Marty Walker, Josh Harwin, Bence Valen misses out on the win, and then Carl Gretsch comes through to round out the podium for the 1, 2, 3. So it's Tomlin first, Bence Valen, Gretsch in the AMs. Jordan Ferguson, Mitch Noble, Greg Johnston, Phil Buckland and Stephanie Pickley. Not entirely sure Stephanie will be top of the AMs by the end of this round. And then behind that one, when everything catches up, that would be nice. There we go. We've got Dean Sinkovic, Brendan Soper, Shane Ratcliffe, Shane Nowens. Mark Turner is 8 laps down. Dylan Gray, Anderson, Simpson, Hughes and Freeman, we don't believe actually took to the start. But that, well, I'm not entirely sure how we would talk about that, Steve. I think this is one of these ones that could go down as epic.
Well, I think it was. I think at the beginning of the race we were talking about your dislike for this track and how it was going to be not suited to these cars, and it's surprised the pants off us and given us an absolute battle from top end to bottom end, left, right, and all over the place. That was sensational. I was one of the best 86 races that I've seen for a long time. That was really, really good.
Yeah, it definitely was. We'll wait for a couple of the drivers, see if they come into the booth to have a chat with us. We'll give them a minute or so after, well, they're still doing donuts. So there we go. Ryan Price, Mark Cochran.
Yeah, I blame them, but yeah, the boys out there, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. Very exciting. I think you can safely say, if you're sat watching it at home, that was just mental. Absolutely mental. So much was going on. Battles all the way through. We even had a double screen and we still couldn't have enough to try and keep up. We needed like a 4-screen split for you to keep up with all the action at some points throughout that race there, Steve. I don't even know if that would have helped us.
I don't know if that would exactly. I was going to say, I don't know if that would have helped us because it slowed me down a little bit, and you had to carry a bit more of the weight because I was looking at that other screen trying to find action pack here and there. But you know, just under 40 cars. It's ridiculously awesome. It's a lot of fun. I love racing in big fields like that. So tonight would have been an absolute pearler of a race to go in there and have some fun. It would have been sensational.
Yeah, it would have been there as well. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, though, Steve. If you want to lead on this one and take Jamie Davis and have a chat with your man there who's finished in third place.
Mr. Davis, how you going, buddy?
Not bad. Yourself, Mr. Steve?
You know what? This is, I think we were chatting in the top step on Tuesday night. It's starting to be a bit of a habit. people are going to start asking questions. How is the owner of the league get top step 2 nights in a row? But yeah, I don't give a stuff, mate. That was an awesome drive, dude. I think that incident around the back put you in a pocket of a position, mate.
No, thank you. Completely unexpected, this result. Did not expect anywhere near the front when I joined this series. Just for a bit of fun, run around with the boys. But yeah, coming out on that back straight when I got caught up with the lap car, I definitely thought it wasn't on the cards.
Yeah, you should. I was all in pieces in the comms box, wasn't I, JP?
Yeah.
trying to control my disillusion, but I tell you what, it ended up 10 minutes later. I was looking at it and I thought, oh, this could be actually a good move because you came out like 3 seconds ahead of De Bono, so all that free air you had actually worked in favour.
Yeah, I don't know how much traffic all the top three got after I pitted, but I seemed to work my way through it pretty quickly and didn't lose too much time. But yeah, still did not believe this was going to happen.
Well, it is good to see it happen, mate. You drove a killer race. Was there much strategy involved tonight, or was it just really just go for
it? My strategy was just run the tank dry. Wasn't sure if I was going to take tyres or not. Didn't know how their 86 do the tyre stops if they jack one half up or not. So I just turned them off and went, I'm just going to send it, run the fuel to the end, pit. But after the incident, that kind of forced me to use the fast repair and pit early.
Yep. Well, thank God for the fast repair. That's all I got to say.
Oh, most definitely.
Awesome. The rest of the boys in the Team SRW didn't do too bad as well, except for Dean. I think Dean had an absolute shocker. But that's all right.
I think Dean and Brad had shockers, and I think Josh won his class too, didn't he?
I'm not sure if he won his class. PJ, JP, did he win his class? Josh?
Yeah. Who are we looking at? Josh King?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh, he did. He's in a different class. So it wasn't Tomlin that won. It was Josh King. Josh is an amateur. Okay. It's just that our scoreboards has him as a pro-am for some reason. Or am I looking at the wrong way?
Yeah, I got Josh King as a pro-am. Is he?
On the racer, an amateur.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll change that. I'll change that now.
That's all good. We've got new. Don't change it now because we've got new classes going up next week anyway. Because this is the third round will be next week, and then they go through and get reassigned to the different positions and stuff. So that's cool. All right, mate. We'll get you out of here because you will be have you racing tomorrow night?
No, I'm not racing tomorrow night.
No. All right. So you got the next few nights off and back on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, excellent, mate. All right. Good luck. Have a good weekend and killer drive, mate. Congratulations, and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did on the broadcast.
No worries. Thanks to Warren and Brown Tools, Shannon's, Grim Industries, Neuropower, DSL Railway Services, and yourself, Steve and JP. Thanks, boys.
Excellent, mate. Well done, legend. Catch you later.
Right.
All right, JP, who we got in next, mate? Who do you want to bring in next?
I'll tell you what then, let's have a chat. I'm going to presume that D is Dan Byrne because I'm not entirely sure why that is. But we got Dylan De Bono in the interview room with us. Dylan finished in second place there. He took the win in the sprint, second in the feature. Is he happy? Well, let's find out. Dylan, welcome in, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Mate, I'm wonderful. I'm going to need to go and have a lay down after that one, though, because that was quite absolutely manic. How was it out on the racetrack?
Oh, man, it was insane, you know. That first race was good. I had a good gap. Wasn't too stressed out. But that second race after everyone was sort of doing their stops and got pretty busy. Yeah, it was nuts out there. You turned around corners and this car's just parked up on the wall, but that's all part of it. It was good fun.
Yeah, it definitely was an interesting one as well. First week back, are we going to see you back out on the GR86s every week from now on?
It's gonna be pretty tough to make all the weeks. Got a fair few commitments coming up on Thursday night, but I'm gonna try and be there for most of them.
Awesome stuff. Well, it's good to see you out on track, mate, as well. Steve, anything you want to ask Dylan?
No. I said the safety car really put you in a good pocket for the first one, and the second one, the driving through the field must have been absolutely hell. I mean, I just said to JP a few minutes ago, I love it when the track's so packed and full of cars. Did it just make it that little bit more realistic, or was it just more hectic?
I think it was a bit of both, more realistic and more hectic at the same time. You know, you just had to watch out for every corner, and just had to be predictable about what other people were going to do, and just keep your eyes open and just try and keep the car straight, I think. But shout out to Jamie, he nailed that strategy, and he got a pretty good gap. You know, I was coming at the end, but just ran out of laps.
Yeah, I think that strategy wasn't planned, mate. I think that was just the blue flag car that he hit that bounced off the wall and hit him. That just forced his strategy. So he was a bit fortunate as well. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if he would have gone at the same time as you. I think it would have been a lot closer. But I'll tell you what, you were trying to go straight because some of those corners, I didn't even think you were turning because you were getting such air coming across some of those ripple strips. How are you handling that car?
Yeah, I've sort of taken a new approach, a new technique to driving the 86. A lot of throttle control over the bumps. I've been looking at a fair bit of data, and I just found that was the quickest way, just launching it over the curbs, adjusting your setup a little bit so it's a bit more curb friendly, if you say. Just holding on to it.
Nice. I could see that it was a lot more aggressive style than you usually raced, because I could see the way you were curb hopping and that's something that I'd see Jamie Davis do a lot of when he was racing with us, and it looks like you have adapted a little bit towards his style.
Yeah, it's I think I've just been watching a lot of other people race the 86. And I just after last season just wanted to get a little bit better and fix up a few things, and I think it's slowly started to work.
Excellent, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season, mate. That has been an epic job. It's always fun to call your races. I know JP and I both loved it. Who you going to thank and get you on track and support you and Velocity Sim Labs?
Yeah, like you said, big thanks to Velocity Sim Labs, Haikoki Power Tools, Here to Race YouTube channel, all the boys on the team. Like we put in massive amounts of effort. Dougie is a master. And yeah, don't forget to check out Velocity Sim Lab on Facebook. Give it a like and follow.
Excellent, mate. Well done, buddy. I'm looking forward to calling your race next week. JP, anything left for the legend?
No, I'm all good. Dylan, thank you so much for joining us there, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
No worries. Cheers, guys.
Take care. Right, next up, we're going to have a quick chat with Cam Hardwick there as well. I think I've just moved Steve out of the booth. Sorry, Steve, for that one. Cam, welcome in, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, great. That was a great race. I enjoyed that so much.
Yeah, winning race 2 for the Pro-Ams there, bud. Absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Starting at the front of the grid for race 2 certainly helped, but the track was just a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, and it was just a great race, to be fair.
Yeah, it definitely was. I don't know if you're aware of the surprise that they're putting out here at SRW, but they're saying if you get one win in the feature in your class, you move up a class, Cam.
Oh, is that right? Move me up to the pros. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll race whoever.
You got to win apparently, so it's now you're up in pros after next week.
Oh right, bring it on, bring it on.
I don't know if that's right, Cam. I was just making it up as I go along, to be blatantly honest with you, buddy.
There will be some changes next week after round 3, but I doubt you'll be jumping up that quick, mate. But stellar performance, mate. Is that your first top step?
That is my first top step. Yep, absolutely. That's my first top step. I'm just as surprised as anyone. Sorry, what was that?
Is this your first top step in any series or just SRW?
Yep, this is my first top step in any series, so I can't believe it, to be fair. But as I said, it helps starting at the front.
Oh yeah, look, it does. It doesn't matter where it is, mate. You've got to take your your chips and roll with them, and incidents happen, and you just got to be at the right place to take advantage of it. That's what racing's all about. Yeah, put yourself in the best position to take the flag. Congratulations, mate! I'm glad you popped your cherry here at SRW. It's the last person we had that popped their cherry at SRW did a nudie run, so I'm not sure what your celebration is going to be, mate.
Mate, I'll do a nudie run and a shoey at the same time.
Love your work, mate. Love your work. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. You're looking forward to the next round now after tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it every week. Just a bit of a shame. I'm going to miss a couple of weeks as I'm going away on a holiday. So I'll miss out on New Hampshire and the one before that.
Yeah,
which is a bit of a shame. But anyway,
you've got one drop round, so that's not too bad. So you just got to have to work twice as hard for the rest of them.
I'll just have to win every one, the team said.
We put you on the spot, mate. All right, mate. Who do you need to thank to get you boys on track?
Firstly, I need to thank Dougie Gowans for the amazing setup tonight. It was epic. Like, I can't say how good that setup was. Then I need to thank Haikoki Power Tools. I got to thank them for all the support and stuff they bring to us. Here to Race YouTube channel. Thank the whole Velocity Sim Lab team for just pushing me harder and harder every week and helping me to get better and better. And I'd like to thank SRW for putting the racing on and all the competitors as well. The racing's been epic so far this year, and I hope it gets better and better as it goes on.
Yeah, I think the change in format has helped that a little bit more. People are a little bit more settled, not as aggressive as they were in the triple super sprints that we used to have. But well done, mate. Congratulations on your cherry and your top step, and hope your adrenaline rush doesn't keep you up all night.
Oh, I hope not either. It's an early start tomorrow, so see what happens. So thanks again, and look forward to next week.
Well done, mate. JP, who's that? Yeah, Josh.
How you
Josh,
going, fellas?
first one, Josh.
Doing good, mate.
Josh, what's top step?
Yeah, top step. Feels a bit weird being up here. Usually finishing at the back, so.
Is this your first one as well?
Yeah, it's first one, mate.
In any series?
Yeah, any series, yeah.
Hey, we've got two cherry poppers tonight. Well done. Josh is a Team SRW driver, so congratulations, mate. We had Stephanie Piccoli last week, first one as well, and you guys. So this is turning into a bit of a habit here, JP, for first winners in the AMs and the Pro-Ams.
Yeah, they're real close. As the season goes on, I expect a few mix-ups in there and close racing. Nah, my favourite track's already been and gone round one at Long Beach, but that didn't go to plan, so this was my redemption round. Shout out Warner Brown Tools, Shannon's, Grim Industries, Neuro Power, DSL Railway Services, Steve, and all the team at SRW that helped put all this together. Cheers, fellas. Have a good one.
Have a good one, mate.
Take care. All the best.
Now, I'm not sure who this is, Steve, so I don't know if you know who this is.
Mr. Gallo. Mr. David Gallo. How you doing, buddy?
Evening, gents. How are we?
Well, it would make it a little bit easier if your full name was on there, David, rather than me playing guessing game of who the letter D is.
I can see it at my end. Your screen probably just compressed it at your end. But, mate, Dave, what a race, dude. That was pretty cool. How much fun did you have?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was definitely a tricky sort of track to pass, that's for sure. But sort of gifted P10 in race one, which put me up the front. But I could feel the pressure of Dylan and a couple of the others sort of coming up, but it was good fun.
It was. I'm used to seeing you and Daniel racing close to each other, helping each other out. Tonight it didn't quite work out that way. Daniel did go up 19 places though. Our
Yeah.
biggest mover of the night.
Yeah, he got sort of unstuck in race 1 there, unfortunately. So put him sort of back, but and also had a couple of incidents in race 2. Otherwise, it would have been nice to have him up there with me.
Yeah, you do. You guys drive really well as a team. Probably the out of all the teams out there, Velocity do really well, but you guys are always in sync. Wherever I see you guys race together, you're always in sync. You always practice the drafts, and I can see you guys on track together at the same time for the warm ups, everything like that. Looking at different aspects of the track. Do you guys spend a lot of time training together?
No, we don't actually do any sessions. We might get on for a private session each, and then sort of reach out to each other. How'd you tackle this corner, that corner, and talk setup a little bit. Yeah. But apart from that, we try to jump into the session a little bit earlier and compare and have a bit of a battle and play and get stuck into it. So nice. Yeah, not too much track time, but yeah, well, it was good fun tonight.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Well, it was great fun watching you. Me and JP had a blast calling. There was a couple of really close calls between you guys up the front, and it was nail biting. As even some of the viewers out there said they had no nails left. So it was epic to see. Who do you think and who gets you on board for Carlin Motorsports?
Yeah, I'll just shout out to Carlin's Motorsport, Driver 808, which is Daniel on TikTok and YouTube, Glam Raider, Little Rara, and Eagles Automotive. And a shout out to my wife and 2 girls, Anthea and Valerie.
Mate. JP, you got anything left for DG?
No, I haven't sort of looked at it too closely. There's a couple of tracks there which I think I've probably done more track time than this one tonight, that's for sure. So looking forward to next round. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Catch you then. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Right.
You did an absolute awesome job tonight, mate. I was just your barman more or less tonight, just handing you bits and pieces here and there as I could. But absolutely legendary effort, mate. It's a pleasure being up here in the booth with you.
Yeah, it's been a fun one, mate. I can tell you what, if this season's going to go like this every single week, then I'm going to need to go and have a lay down after every single race, I think, because that was just absolutely chaotic. It was just so much happening, and they were sliding because of the asphalt and the race circuit itself, so they were struggling with that one. I think, some of it's were really close. Backmarkers not really having a lot of place to go at certain times as well, so catching them on that tricky infield really gave them something to think about, and I think there's a lot more action, obviously, as we know, to come here. If you haven't seen the schedule, we can bring it up on your screen now. We're off to Indianapolis road course, and again, Steve, that's not an easy track either.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's not. Indianapolis is not going to be. Well, it's not going to be too different to this sort of thing. The same sort of surface on these tracks, and it does let these cars slip and slide everywhere.
Yeah, it definitely does. But that's going to wrap it up here, guys, as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody in YouTube as well. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and do all that other fancy jazz you can do from completely free over here on YouTube. But it's been an interesting one. Join us next time out as we're on our way to Indianapolis Road Course. I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Steve Sinkovic once more. And as always, guys, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we must see you on the track sometime. Good night.
This is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away.